What's up, guys? This is Sanctuss from SWTOR. Just here to bring you a quick little guide on how to manage resources as a healer in Star Wars: The Old Republic. You're thinking, what? I know how to use my mana. I know how to manage my resources. You know, even if you're like me and you've been healing for 5 or 6 years and throughout other MMOs, resource management in Star Wars: The Old Republic does not work the same as it does in other games such as Rift or World of Warcraft, or anything like that. It's a much faster pace, meaning that your resources get used up a lot faster, but they also regenerate a lot faster. So that's the biggest difference. That's caused a lot of people to complain on the forums and even in our SWTOR stream that oh, healing's broken, it's not any fun, I always run out of resources, so it's not even enjoyable. Completely false and not true. I feel like those people just do not understand how the resource system works. So that's the point of this video. I want to point you down to that yellow bar next to my character portrait that's moving up and down relatively quickly when I cast spells. That is my resource bar as a bounty hunter. It's called heat. I'll point you to those 4 little yellow arrows directly to the right of my healing resource, which actually there's only 3 of them at the moment. Now there's 4. That represents my regen rate. And for other classes, they work the opposite of the bounty hunter. They actually start with a full resource bar and deplete that resource bar when they use abilities. The bounty hunter starts at 0 and then gains heat as he uses abilities. But the principles are still exactly the same. This is just the character I was playing at the time when I decided this video needed to be made. Every class has an ability that they can spam that costs no resource whatsoever. For my bounty hunter, you'll see me do it, and what it looks like I'm shooting a bunch of green laser bolts out of my pistols. What that does is it heals for a very minute amount. You can see right there, it was only healing for about 34 per tick to 50 on crits. It's not a lot of healing, but what it does do is it allows you to use that ability a couple times, put out a little bit of healing, while allowing your resource to regenerate, or in my case, to allow my heat to dissipate. So what I try to do here in this video is keep my heat below 25% as often as possible. So you'll see me cast about 2-3 heals maximum most of the time before I start spamming that non-resource using ability. Another thing is that, you know, there are going to be moments when you need to spam heal everybody, right? And you're going to be like, oh man, I have no resource, or oh, my heat's full, what am I going to do? Well, every class has an ability that allows them to either, in my case, dissipate a large portion of heat over time, or in other cases, actually gain back a portion of resource very quickly for other classes. You'll see right here coming up pretty soon, I start to spam healing. I start to spam heals quite a bit, and then you'll see me use my my resource right here. I'm about to use my my heat dissipation. There it goes, and then over 3 seconds it'll dissipate very quickly. That ability is on a 2-minute cooldown for the majority of classes. The Jedi and Sith healers are a little different. I'll go over those in another video. However, you'll see that even now, even after I spammed all those heals and my buddy's low, I can't really afford to spam heals too much, or I'm not going to have any resources for later on in the fight. So it gets close. Like I said, we're 3-manning this, so it's a little more difficult than it usually would be. But that's essentially the best way, in my opinion, to sustain yourself throughout a long fight. So basically, what I spent all that time saying is, you know, try your best to keep, if you're a bounty hunter, your heat below 50 or 25% as often as possible. If you're any other class, try to keep your resource above 50% or 75% as possible to allow you to sustain as high of a regen rate as possible. Now, and for those times where, you know, I really gotta heal, I don't have any choice, well, those are the times when your cooldown needs to come into play. Just make sure that you are ready for that, and that you realize for the rest of the fight you're not going to have that ability. And you can see our tank got blown off the edge at the end of the fight there. That was pretty funny. So thanks for watching the video. Check us out on Twitter at SWTOR. And check back here for some more videos. Also check out our live stream at twitch.tv/Pandora27. Pandora has 2 A's on the end. And we'll catch you guys next time. Take it easy.